Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel and the Own the Map Challenge series here on Richlands, Ohio. So today, it's April, moving into a new month. Got a pretty good amount of tillage done here, and we are going to be planting some corn and beans today. So, well, hopefully today. Thinking we're gonna do corn first because it's just less work. There's less of it because we have it right here by the farm is the first cornfield, and then we're gonna do corn on corn over on the two fields that are right over by that river, that walking trail to the east of us. So that is kind of the plan today. We need to get this chicken. There's not a whole lot of feed in that one. Maybe we'll go grab another one quick. So our chickens did have chicks, actually, and we actually ended up selling off about 20 of them. We kept 5 because we had room, but yeah, we ended up selling off 5. Or 20, sorry. So we made a little bit of money off that. We made about 16 grand off the fertilizing contract that we did, that Barry was doing while Steve and I were planting the field to the north there with oats. We got all of our oats in. We got them in the small field and the big field. So we're pretty much set up to go. We just got to get the tractor hooked up now to the planter. We have been doing a little bit of work here on our tractor, our 7000 series here, our 7045. We hop in, we can show you. So we spent some money on this ag leader equipment here, GPS, and a Kinsey terminal thing here for our planter. So that will be nice. First time we've had GPS on this farm. Does look like the money hasn't gone through quite yet, but it's about 15 grand after that we're going to be spending. That will come out of our bank account eventually. We spent it, so it's just got to come out. But yeah, on these two pieces here, plus the yearly software upkeep with Ag Leader, so that's going to be our new little toy there to play with. We have a globe up on top that we got installed, so I'm pretty excited that we can finally use some GPS, because it's I didn't really feel like we needed it quite yet when we were planting our oats, because it's not a row crop. It's a little bit more important when you're planting your row crops. So let's hop in here. You can see the top there. We do have that little globe there on top. Back around here. Not sure if there is a little bit of seed left in here that we can still use, and some fertilizer, but we will make sure that we top that off quick before we head out. We're gonna need to back this up next to the tanks here. That's where I got my liquid fertilizer. So we're gonna have to move the EIH quick. Yeah, I'm excited to have GPS. It's gonna make our lives a whole lot easier. I mean, some would say that we're not in a position where we really need GPS yet, because we're too small of a farm, but you know what? I decided, my farm, my rules, you know? So we're gonna we're gonna try the GPS out. So, and I'm sure it's not something that we're just gonna get rid of either, because I'm sure I'm gonna love it once we use it. So, at least that's what the farmers that I've talked to have said. So, all right. So now we need to grab a pallet of seed here quick. We'll grab the skid steer again. We'll get some seed loaded up. I think we're gonna go plant those pieces down by the river first, I think. I need to make sure, I need to check and make sure that Steve did get those done. I don't remember actually chatting to him about if he did get it done or not, so we'll have to call him up quick and see if he actually did get that done, because I'm not sure. So back her down. So we'll I'll get this seed loaded in here quick, and we'll catch you when we're about to be planting. So we're here in the field now, getting our first pass going. Yeah, I said that I was going to go down to those small fields and get planted, because that was the plan. But actually, as I was loading up the seed, Steve, he stopped over and said that he had something that he needed to get done the other day when he was doing that tillage for us, and but he's been busy since doing his own cropping, farming, and all that his things that he's doing, so he didn't get to it. And he said he honestly didn't even know that he was I was expecting him to do it. So just a little miscommunication there from between Steve and I, and that's all right. So, but we got the GPS just set up there, and I'm still using these markers because till I'm used to this GPS thing, I might still be running my markers just to make sure we're staying on track. So I sometimes this technology stuff don't work too well, and just want to make sure that we're still taking our precautions the old school way. So but then again, it looks like we might be having some issues with the hydraulic lines here with these markers. It's not acting like it wants to go up right now, so that might be something we need to get fixed before we can keep going. So I guess I'm gonna have to take a look at this, because yeah, she doesn't want to go up, so we'll take a look at it and we'll get back to planting when we're done, hopefully. So hopefully that's the only issue. I mean, this thing, we serviced it over the winter, but I mean, it hasn't ran since then, so that's not fun, but we'll get her figured out. So I'll catch you again here in a bit after we got this figured out. So after a lot of messing around there, we got her figured out. We got it raised up at least, but I'm not so sure that I want to put it down again, because that was not something that I had fun messing with. So they're not the lightest things in the world, so I guess we gotta actually get the planter turned on, huh? I'm all flustered now after that. Well, let's get her. Oh geez, what in the world is going on? Let's see. There we go. Alright, so we're back in the ground now, so I guess we're gonna be relying on the on the GPS. So, I mean, luckily we got it, because if we didn't have our markers and we didn't have this GPS, it wouldn't be having a very fun time planting. So, let's see if we can set this up quick. Set our A line. A little bit here. Set our B line. Set our width. We should be good. It looks pretty good there, so. We're about 6 miles an hour here. We are spinning pretty good. So. The duals did for this tractor, the duals and the front weights did finally come in from the guy that we bought this tractor from. So we need to go get those, because it's feeling like this thing's pulling pretty good, because it's feeling like we might need to get those duals put on. We might want to do that. If we do get rained out here, there is some rain in the forecast, so if we do get rained out, then that might be the job that we're going to be doing. So yeah, she's doing it. I mean, this is a nice ride compared to that IH. That IH was just getting so beat up and old, and so I mean, this is still a pretty old tractor, but she's doing a good job, and I'm happy with how she's pulling right now. So let's see if we can get turned around here. Yeah, I think before we keep planting at least any other fields, we'll probably gonna have to call up Steve again, because it's putting duals on is definitely a lot better as a 2-man job than a 1-man job. So it's a little bit hard, but luckily we got machines like skid steer and stuff to help us with that. So that is definitely something we'll be doing. So anyway, we'll pop this into a quick little montage for you and catch you near the end of the field. So we're just about done here on the up and down rows. 2 more to go, I think, is probably all that we're looking at. So then we'll have those pesky end rows that we got to do. So those do take a while because a lot of backing into the row and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I think after planting season, it's pretty much confirmed that we will have the crew for the bin is going to be out. So April, March, June, so about June time should be the time where we have our bin in, and then we are also looking into possibly getting some bees around the farm. I know it's kind of a interesting way of doing things, but it's I don't know why I backed up there. That long row there was throwing me off, but I've heard that a lot of small farmers, they tend to be bee keepers as well, because the bees tend to pollinate the crop and help actually with the yield values on the crops. So we might be getting ourselves a beehive on the farm, and then maybe, if not another one, over there by Steve's house, at that field just next to his house there to the south of it. So we'll look into that. It's a little bit more expensive than I was hoping for, but I don't know, it could be worth it. And the honey production of the bees is another thing that we can sell. So another thought in my mind was, if we continue to, kind of grow our own produce and just like different products around the farm, that we might be I might think about opening a farm shop ourselves, a little roadside farm shop that we can just kind of stock when we have things, like a little produce stand or whatever. But I don't know, I don't want to take away from the farm shop that's a local staple. So we'll see. But if we think that we can make a little bit more money that we on our own, doing our own little farm shop, than what we sell to the other farm shop up to our east, then I don't know, it could be worth it. So it's our challenge is hefty and great. So it's we need to do everything we can to get it, or to accomplish that goal. So a little bit tongue-tied there trying to explain that whole thing. So but anyway, appreciate you guys for watching, and as always, I will catch you in the next video. And that video might be planting beans, or we might be doing something different. So I'm not sure, but yeah, we will catch you in the next video. Thanks for watching.